That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Paul did an outstanding job. Offense came alive, carried it over from last night. Just a lot of good things all around. Good defense, pitching, base running, hitting. It was a solid team win.
We talked, about a couple of these pitchers, keeping their head up. Maybe the frustrations of not getting that run support. What does it mean for Paul to, basically get his Mays run support?
Yeah, I mean, it was great for him. I think the one thing that we see is he doesn't change. He continues to do the same thing out there, whether he's not getting the support or like today that he did, to be efficient, establish his fastball, used all of his pitches through strikes, mix it in and out. Henry did a great job game calling with him, and he did what he does every time out there. He's really, really good.
What do you feel like has led to this offensive explosion the last 2 days?
I think when you look at it, it hasn't been the big home run. It's been, we got guys on base. Isaiah last night with the ball down the line. We went gap to gap today. Henry came up in the situation, drove the ball to left center. Cabrian with one to right center. It was just mixing in those hits. That it doesn't have to be a big home run that gets it done. It can be that base hit to right center, left center, and stay within yourself. We had a lot of that today. Guys just passing the baton and keeping the line moving.
Do you think Paul is mixing up his pitches more this year? Last year it seemed to be 100, and everybody made a big deal about how many 100-mile-an-hour pitches he was throwing in a game.
Yeah, it was last year. He's still got that in the tank. I think he is mixing it up. They've done a good job with that. He still has that sometimes when he needs to go get it, but being able to control all of it, mix it up, and keep hitters off balance he's been really good at doing that.
He just throws that first strike all the time.
Yeah, he does, and sometimes he'll rear back like he did with Bryce in Philly, and throw 3 straight fastballs and mix it up. Other times, he's doing a good job of pitching.
No thought about letting him go a little deeper? Last time we had a complete game, he threw 108 pitches.
Yeah, he was in the mid-90s there, and he's had a few starts in a row on 4 days rest that, has run up into the 102 to 108, and just felt it was a good time today to get him out, get Fergie in there, and get Fergie, Rainey, and Brucky some time at the back end.
When he works with a lead like that, do you see him being a little looser on the mound, maybe pitching a little more looser than normal?
Hard to tell. Today he looked loose, but even in those other games that they're closer and he didn't have as much run support, still continued to do what he does and throw everything for strikes and get ahead of guys. So hard to say after today's.
Yeah, I know you just started, but do you view this as he's the guy that you're going to build this team around long term?
No doubt.
With the talent he has?
I mean, Paul Skenes, they don't come around, not ever. There's few pitchers like that. When I was younger, I got to play with Verlander and Scherzer, and really that's what you see in Paul, is that type of guy. If he can continue that, continue to develop, continue to grow. He's a pitcher. He's not a thrower. Just the way he works, everything. Yeah, he's definitely a guy you want to build around.
Can you feel, a palpable buzz in the ballpark when he's pitching on the road?
Yeah. People show up to watch him pitch. I love to watch him pitch. He's great out there. He's special, and what you don't see are the other days that he's in here working his tail off to be that guy too. He's very regimented, disciplined, and does everything that he can to be the best that he can be.
I was looking at the attendance overall, and he draws better on the road than he does at home.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, basically his average is about your home average, 18,000, 17,000.
Wow. That's interesting. I didn't know
You gotta
that.
get your Pittsburgh people out.
He will.
Yes.
He will.